Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Mark, and today I'd like to tell you about this PVM 8043MT. It's a lot like a PVM 8044 or 45, but with a different coat of paint. And that's it. We're just gonna end the video there. Okay, I was joking about the paint job being the only difference between an 8044 and an 8043, or an 8045 and an 8043. There's a few other subtle differences. It's a medical monitor. It's not a professional broadcast, movie making, TV shooting monitor. It's meant to be in a hospital or a clinic or some other medical environment, and as such, it has a slightly different design. The top of the monitor is flat. There's no vent holes in it. All the other 80 series monitors, I have the 8 series monitors, 8-inch Sony PVMs and such, they all have a bunch of vent slots cut into the top. This one's just flat. And it makes sense why. In a medical environment, you don't want liquids getting into it. You don't want other aerosols getting into your monitor, and you don't want to carry those potential contaminants from one room to another. To that note, they also provided accessories that unfortunately I don't have because they didn't come with the monitor, but they were accessories to go over the front of the screen and over the buttons to keep those from getting dirty from people touching them with their disgusting digits, or hopefully they're wearing gloves, but whatever. Unfortunately, I don't have them. It seems like most people just freaking toss them over their shoulder when they put together these carts. This came from an endoscopy cart along with the 14-inch monitor over my shoulder right there. And it's a really good condition because they didn't get a lot of use. Like, medical monitors weren't typically left on 24/7 like a lot of broadcast monitors are, or were for that matter. So it's in really great condition. You'll see for yourself. I'll put some pictures into it. And we'll open this up and you can take a look inside. And I'll be back and we can talk about how I actually acquired this. It's not a long story. And we'll talk about which monitor we're doing in the next video. All right, so we are back. The Sony PVM 8043MD is a 9-inch medical grade video monitor. It's one of the sharpest CRTs of the Sony 8000 series, with 450 horizontal lines of resolution. It accepts composite, S-video, RGB, and component video input. It also accepts mono audio input via RCA jack. It can be powered by AC, 4-pin XLR DC, or batteries. It has no on-screen menus. All of its settings can be adjusted by knobs on the front panel or board-mounted potentiometers inside the chassis. Okay, we're back. So in a previous segment of this video, I promised I would tell you where I found this monitor. It came from a medical surplus seller in the Northeast United States in a small town. They were trying to sell an entire endoscopy cart, and I didn't need an entire endoscopy cart, so I made them an offer on the 14-inch monitor and the 8-inch monitor on the cart, and they accepted it after some haggling and shipped me the two monitors. It wasn't the best shipping, it wasn't the way I would ship it, but they did arrive in one piece, so good on them. Speaking of pieces, you could probably tell, but I've been recording this video over multiple days in multiple sections, and it's taken me a lot longer to produce than I originally expected. It's partially because I don't have a proper workflow planned out, and partially because I don't have all the equipment I need, even though I'm surrounded by equipment. I'm missing some stuff from my repertoire, such as a proper video slider. If you couldn't tell, some of the shots in the previous section of this video, they were shot with just me hand holding a camera, sliding it along a piece of paper or a tabletop. Thankfully, I was shooting at 120 frames per second, so I could slow it down and do a lot of fixing up the footage. But it still didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to come out. I made a lot of, exceptions to my vision, quote unquote. So the next video that I do, it's going to be about the 8042. I've got a lot of 8042s. I only have one of these 8043s, and it's already spoken for. But the 8042, I'll actually be able to offer duplicates to subscribers. And I also have a lot of video already shot of an 8042 back outside of my storage unit back in Jacksonville. I shot that video a long time ago. It's been on this channel for a while. Some of you might have already seen it. I actually took it down, and I'm going to use some of that footage for the next video. Should make making that video a little bit faster. I'm currently targeting at least one video a month, but if I could do more, I will. I'll try. So subscribe and look forward to that next video on the Sony PVM 8042. I'll see you then. All right. 3. What are you trying to do, bird? Why are you trying?